Henry Mintzberg researched the different roles performed by managers and how they spend their time. He studied chief executives in large and medium-sized companies. Mintzberg distinguished 10 managerial roles, which are behaviors or tasks that a manager is expected to perform because of the position that he or she holds. He classified those into 3 categories. First, interpersonal roles. Second, informational roles. Third, decisional roles. Let's look at one example out of each of the 3 areas. Responsible for the motivation and activation of subordinates, responsible for staffing, training, and associated duties. Seeks and receives wide variety of special information, much of it current, to develop throughout understanding of organization and environment. Emerges as a nerve center of internal and external information of the organization. Responsible for the allocation of organization resources of all kinds, in effect, the making or approval of all significant organizational decisions. In the following, there will be an interview with the senior project manager and a technical manager. They will describe some tasks according to the questions, and at the end they will state in which role of Henry Mintzberg they see themselves. Describe a project you successfully managed end-to-end. What challenges did you face, and what did you do to overcome them?
I'm working as a program manager in the software business, and one of my projects was to manage a huge bid for a major customer, which involved a lot of departments from the company. This only can be managed by a thorough communication and stakeholder management.
I am working as a technical manager. Therefore, I have to provide all technical information which are needed for certain projects. Of course, we do it in a team. Therefore, it is hard sometimes to gather all information on time.
Tell us about a time when you had to resolve a disagreement between your staff members.
If there is a disagreement between staff members, I advise them to solve the issue by themselves. But if that does not work out, I as a manager need to go in and work with both, mentoring the resolution of the disagreement.
If there is a disagreement, we try to solve it through communicating with each other. Not all people are open communicators, therefore. Sometimes those conversations are hard to do, because not everyone presents his opinion.
What's your approach to delegating work to employees? How do you ensure that tasks are completed?
Delegation of work in projects work through project plans, where all the tasks are listed and planned, and ensuring that tasks are completed and the work result is achieved will go through regular reviews with a project team member and updating the plan.
If we know what needs to be done, we divide the work through all our team members. That the task gets completed is just trust that everyone does the work who one is supposed to do, because we are all grown-ups.
Have you heard of the 10 managerial roles of Henry Mintzberg? In which one of those would you see yourself, and why?
Yes, I heard about the management roles, and in my program I take most of them somehow. But I see a focus on liaison entrepreneur, as I have to manage lots of stakeholders inside and outside of the company, and I'm also always finding new business within my program.
I see myself as a disseminator because I have to collect all the information of my colleagues and try to coordinate them as well as communicate those other managers in my project.
As a conclusion of the interview, one can see that even though both persons are managers, they seem to have different ways of managing. In case of Mintzberg, it seems like that both managers found their role in the scheme.